given out this statement. The meeting, which has now ended, took place at the Great Hall of the People, with Kim in China to attend the commemorations marking the 80th anniversary of the Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression in the World Anti-Fascist War. The state broadcaster CCTV said that the leaders held talks, but details of their discussions have not been fully disclosed. This comes after Xi Jinping hosted the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Tianjin, where the Chinese president hosted 20 global leaders, including Russia's Putin, India's Prime Minister Modi, and this congregation raised a few eyebrows. Joining me on the telecast is Mr. Liu Baocheng. He's the Dean of the Center for International Business Ethics at the University of International Business and Economics. He's joining me from Beijing. Thank you very much. And I do want to understand the strong relationship between China and North Korea, and the leaders of both the countries now meeting after that tremendous military parade that has taken place yesterday in Beijing. It is a show of strength for President Xi Jinping. But what happens in the future to the bilateral relations between Kim Jong Un and Xi Jinping?
Well, China is firmly positioned by itself not to seek alliance or they engage in any type of confrontational strategic alliance with any other neighbor. But we are there to develop our economy, and we would like to see peace, security, and stability within our neighborhood. And China and Korea, China and North Korea has really enjoyed its strategic friendship for many years, and particularly that was shaped by the Korean War. And we also follow the socialist road, which is the basis for these countries to work together. But in the meanwhile, after the open door policy for China, and particularly after we engage with South Korea, by establishing formal diplomatic ties since 1992, and situation has really soared. But in the meanwhile, China also respects all the political regime and it's also its succession within the DPRK. And now we still maintain a rather stable economic relationship while we are still in compliance with the UN resolutions. And now, with all the strategic complementarities, but it continues to serve as a potential, because much is really dependent on how North Korea could really come up with some of the strategic solutions in engaging with China on economic cooperation, particularly for the Belt and Road Initiative. And right now, the North Korea seems to be, trying to break from the isolation and also the hostility they are facing with many parts of the world, particularly from that of the United States. And now China wouldn't really be happy to see that North Korea could play around with the hydro bombs and other nuclear arsenals. So that can be rather provocative. But in the meanwhile, it really requires collaborative efforts from the global community as how to ensure that the denuclearization could really possibly take place on the entire peninsula. And now China is really open for discussion and maintain a balanced role in communication and coordination.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for sharing your views.